Welcome back, everybody, to the Tennessee Titans franchise here on Madden 23. Today, our Titans look to get back on the win column as we've got some primetime football headed to Buffalo on Sunday night to face off against a great 4-1 Bills team. Our Titans have not gotten off to the start we would have hoped for, currently with a record of 2-3, and if we lose today, we could be in some trouble. We're at kind of an awkward point in the season because the trade deadline is week 8. We have a bye week 7. Normally, I would do a doubleheader here, but with our bye week and with the trade deadline in the next episode, we're only going to have one game today, so it's going to be a slightly shorter episode than normal. As we take a look at our current situation, we are 2-3. We have not gotten off to the best start. Pretty much all of our games have been pretty close for the most part, but we're not playing all that well. And last week, we got torched by Baker Mayfield, who had more passing touchdowns than he did in completions. If Baker Mayfield can do that against us, then Lord knows what Josh Allen's going to do here today. The Bills got themselves a team. They're 4-1, and we always have tough battles with the Bills. I think we've played against them every year in this series, and every time we play them, it's a really hard-fought, competitive game, and I expect today to be no different with Buffalo playing some good ball, but they're not currently winning their division. The Patriots are 5-0, the only undefeated team in the league. So why exactly are we 2-3? Because I feel like all around the team's been solid. Romeo''s been good, maybe not as good as Justin Tucker, the one quarterback drafted ahead of him, but he has been pretty good for a rookie through 5 games. I think our ground game has been a little inconsistent, but still good. The receivers have been kind of inconsistent. Scotty Pickens and Kyle Pitts have been banged up here and there. They've also had quite a few drops, but they've still been good. The O-line, I think, has been good. Defensively, we've had our ups and downs, but the pass rush has been better than last year. Our secondary has been pretty good, minus last week against Carolina. R.J. Robinson, one of our draft picks at linebacker, has really broken out. And the special teams, for the most part, has been pretty good. So I really don't see any weaknesses. I just think that we're having trouble to find ways to win games. And we've got to figure out how to win a big game here on the road against a great team. Buffalo is, as I said, 4-1. Their defense has been very consistent, allowing between 21 and 29 points every game. And their offense has been quite solid as well. They score at least 30 points in all of their wins. The Bills are led by Josh Allen. He's a 99 overall. In case you've been living under a rock, this guy's pretty good. He has gotten better and better throughout his career, and through the first 5 games, he is on pace to have his best season yet, with a passer rating over 110. He's won an MVP in this series. He just won the Offensive Player of the Week last week. And they've got some solid skill position players. A young running back room, a nice trio at receiver with Stephon Diggs, Gabe Davis, Tyrese Barracon, who's been a great young player since he was drafted here, Gunnar Wilson at tight end, and then defensively they're pretty solid. Basically the current Bills defense, but with Jimmy Ward and Javon Hargrave along with some other veterans. So it is a talented group. There's a reason why these guys are 4-1. On paper, the Bills should win this game. At home, obviously, Bills Mafia, they've got a big home field advantage. So we've got our hands full here. We cannot afford to go down 2-4 heading into the trade deadline. If we do, we very well might be sellers instead of buyers. So Buffalo will open up with the football. Here's Josh Allen on 3rd down. He's going to back up in the pocket, letting it rip. Byard drops it, and then Davis drops it. Josh Allen went 0 for 3 on that drive. He threw the same amount of incompletions within not even 15 seconds that Baker Mayfield did in the entire last game for Carolina. Derrick Henry gains 2, and Kyle Pitts is injured. He would end up breaking his ribs. That's not good. He is probably going to miss multiple weeks. A major loss for the Tennessee offense. On 2nd down, here's Quinn Crew with a nice play. All of these receivers are going to have to step up with Kyle Pitts now injured for a little while. At tight end, it'll be Chig Okonkwo, a 4th-year pro out of Maryland, who will be the main guy there over the next few weeks as he makes a nice catch, quickly hit it out of bounds, but not before getting the first down, as the Titans are moving the ball down the field pretty well here on this opening drive. 2nd and 10, here's Romeo''s. He's going to look short. It's caught by Scotty Pickens, who fumbles the ball, and it's picked up by the Bills. These receivers have not only had drop issues, but they've had fumble issues. That's the 3rd fumble by a receiver in the last 4 weeks. In week 3, Noah Hampton coughed one up. Last week, Treylon Burks had a fumble, and now Scotty Pickens does. So the Bills get the ball as Devin Singletary loses 4 on the reception. Asher Gonzalez reads the play perfectly to bring him down. It's been nice to see Gonzalez take a leap up from last year to this year. He looks like a different player. He's on 3rd down at Zeppelin Edgel, the young tight end out of Stanford, who does not get the first down. R.J. Robinson brings him down, and so the Titans will get the stop, and they'll get the ball back with pretty good field position. Their last drive was a good one until the fumble, as Colochi on third down is going to run by the defender. Look at him go! Let Romeo cook! He's got some wheels, I'm telling you, this kid can run. 1,000 rushing yards as a junior at the University of Oklahoma, and he nearly had 1,000 this past year, showing off his explosiveness. Most quarterbacks would think to get rid of it, but Romeo wants to extend the play. He's able to outrun Hassan Reddick, who's a really fast pass rusher. He also outruns Gregory Rousseau for an incredible first down gain. 2nd and 8, Colochi's going to run up the middle with an awkward slide, but still a first down nonetheless. Romeo can move. I think the Titans want to continue to get him involved in the ground game because he's very impressive as a runner. From the 31 now, Romeo Colochi has time in the pocket, and he is going to fumble it. It's picked up by Nick Petit-Frere. Greg Rousseau with a hit on the quarterback. Romeo's going to feel that one tomorrow. 3rd and 12 now for the Titans. About 2 minutes left in the quarter. Colochi looks to throw it up the middle, and Scotty Pickens drops the ball. Scotty Pickens has really had a drop issue, I would say, since last season. But it hasn't been just Pickens. I feel like the drops have been, contagious around the entire team. 50-yard field goal is good for fat Randy Bullock. It goes right down the middle. And the Titans are on the board first. They lead it 3-0 through a low-scoring first quarter. A lot of the games this year for the Titans have been pretty high-scoring on both sides of the ball, but the offense has had a hard time scoring, and the defense looks awesome through the first quarter. It looks like a night-and-day difference from last week to this week defensively. On 3rd down, Josh Allen goes short. It is caught by Gunnar Wilson, who does not get a lot. Nice pressure by Azeez Ojulari into the backfield. And the Titans will get the ball back. 3rd and 6. Up the middle, it's Quinn Crew to the 43-yard line. Nice play. Good throw up the middle by Colochi. 3rd and 8 now. Romeo Colochi looks to throw it, and his pass is caught by Scotty Pickens, who gets it to the 15-yard line. Good play by Pickens, the speedster. Good throw by the rookie Romeo Colochi. It's a 2nd and 3 now for the 8. Hand off to Derrick Henry, and he is going to lose 3 or 4. Wrapped up on the play by one of the safeties. That was Micah Hyde, making it a 3rd and 6. The Titans have not been able to get anything on the ground game today. Colochi looks to throw it now, takes his time. Up the middle, and it's caught for a touchdown by Hot Rod Pryor. The Titans finally find the end zone, and they will take a 10-0 lead with about 4 minutes left in the first half. Good work by the offense. The Bills now looking to score. Is on 1st down. Josh Allen will go short. Pass is caught by Field Barba, who annihilates Caleb Farley. My goodness. Barba, the big bruising fullback, gets the 1st down. The youngster out of Stanford. 3rd and 10 now. Here's Josh Allen. He's going to roll out to the right, and he is sacked. A big-time play in the backfield by the defensive tackle, Alexander Ekwueme, the 2nd-year pro out of LSU. Ekwueme continues to be a breakout star defensively as he is really turning into a good player. Elijah Bryant on 2nd down drops an easy pass. I think the pass was batted a little bit, but that was right in his hands, and that could have been a big play. On 3rd down, pass caught by Scotty Pickens, who outruns the defender and is wrapped up out of bounds to the 43, which stops the clock. Tennessee with 2 timeouts here in their back pocket as they try to potentially make it a 17-0 game. If they can be up by 3 scores going into halftime, they can put themselves in a really good position. 3rd and 10. Here is Colochi. He has Bryant open and overthrows him. He should have just went for the easy pass rather than try to lead Bryant into a 1st down as that wraps up the first half. 10-0, very low-scoring game. Tennessee's offense has been up and down. Their defense, though, has been fantastic. Buffalo has less than 100 total yards on the day. Let's take a look at a halftime report around the rest of the league. Since this is the Sunday night game, all of the other games have ended. We'll start in Indianapolis, and this game ended up going into overtime, but a game-winning touchdown from Kyler Murray over to Rondale Moore would propel the 5-1 Arizona Cardinals to the win, 30-24. The Cardinals have one of the best young teams in football. Just a couple of years ago, they were really bad, and they have quickly flipped the script. The Colts, meanwhile, fall to 3-3. In the Steel City, the Pittsburgh Steelers, who have made the playoffs 2 years in a row, have been really bad this year. They are 0-5, and things would not get any better today. This one-handed catch in the end zone by Jamar Chase, followed by a nice gritty, would lead the Bengals to the victory. Good win for Cincinnati within the division, as the Pittsburgh Steelers are now 0-6. Seems like they're going to have to make some tough decisions, and they probably will not be back in the playoffs for a third straight season. Here are the other scores around the league, and then on Monday night, we've got the Rams headed down to Tampa to face off against the Buccaneers. Two young teams with two talented young quarterbacks, Isaiah Gordon for the Rams and Sterling Yorkshire, the former national champion at TCU, leading the way for the Buccaneers. Going into the second half, I'm pretty happy with the pass game, but we have not ran the ball well at all. Derrick Henry and Elijah Bryant both have not been able to get anything going. The run blocking also has not been good. Defensively, we have been great. Josh Allen has not completed a pass outside of the short part of the field. The Bills have really not tried to run the ball a whole lot here in the first half, so I can imagine they're going to continue to really throw the ball here in the second half, and if we can continue to stop Josh Allen, there's no reason why we can't win in dominant fashion. Derrick Henry looks to get things rolling here on the first play of the third quarter. He gained 17 yards. Good to see the ground game looking good early. Derrick Henry with more yards on that one play than he did in the entirety of the first half. And Henry's right back to work as on second down, he makes a nice play, cutting to the outside to the 34-yard line. Good run by King Henry, and the Titans appear to be moving it down the field as they look to possibly extend their lead even more. From the 34, Kolochi under pressure, runs to the right, and here goes Romeo, outrunning the defense again as he is out of bounds to the 16. Romeo Kolochi under pressure clearly knows how to escape and make plays with his legs. Second and 10, here's Elijah Bryant, cuts to the left side with a block from Pickens, and he is in for a touchdown. The run game was dominant on that drive. Tennessee could not run the ball at all in the first half, but all these guys, Henry, Kolochi, and now Bryant, all making big plays as Josh Allen is clearly frustrated with his team. The Bills' defense has been up and down today. Their offense has been only down. They've got to get something going on this side of the ball as Allen gets the first down completion. Bills appear to be moving the ball down the field as they look to finally score some points for once. On 3rd and 6, Allen looks to throw it up the middle, and it is caught by Stephon Diggs, who's been pretty quiet today. Cardell Simpson, Caleb Farley, and Chidobe Awuzie have done a great job covering all these receivers. Safety's obviously doing good too as Devin Singletary walks the red carpet into the end zone for a touchdown. And the Buffalo Bills are finally on the board late in the third quarter as it is now 17-7. Tennessee will get it back. Nice throw over to Quinn Cruz. Had a pretty good game today for the Titans with multiple first down receptions. 3rd and 8 now. Romeo Kolochi looks short for Okonkwo, and he is quickly wrapped up by Tre'Davious White. The Bills' defense is keeping them in this game, but their offense is not producing. They've got to get something going here. As on 3rd and 7, it is broken up by Chidobe Awuzie, but unfortunately, Alexander Ekwueme is injured. That is not good with how impressive a season he has had. Today, in particular, Ekwueme has been really impressive. 17-7, your score through 3. Tennessee with the lead. They will get the ball here early in the 4th as they look to potentially make it a 3-score game once again. On first down, here's Kolochi under pressure once more, taking what the defense gives him as he finds Quinn Crew, who is in for a touchdown. Not only can Kolochi escape the pocket for big runs, but he can also make throws on the run. Good job by Quinn Crew, kind of bailing on his original route just to try to get open as it pays off for a big touchdown. The Bills get it back, trailing 24-7 as Stephon Diggs gets the first down to the 39-yard line. Buffalo appears to be moving the ball down the field. Their offense finally making some plays here. Could it be too little too late, or could it lead to a comeback? Singletary loses 2, wrapped up by R.J. Robinson, the second-year pro, continuing to fly around the field as he continues to have a big-time impact on this defense. 2nd and 12, Allen up the middle. His pass is caught by Gunnar Wilson. Quickly tackled by Caleb Farley, but not before getting the first down. Under 6 minutes to go. It's a screen for Singletary, and he is lit up in the backfield. R.J. Robinson, all this kid does is make plays. He has been phenomenal throughout the entire season. Man, it is good to see him breaking out into a star. On 3rd down, Allen looks deep for the end zone, and it is incomplete. Juan Thornhill nearly makes a play on the ball. 4th and 6 with 5 minutes to go. The Bills will look to go for it. Josh Allen, he will look to throw it, and his pass is going to be caught for a first down. Good reception by Gabe Davis, who usually performs well against the Titans, but not really today. On 2nd and goal, Devin Singletary jukes his way in for a touchdown. It's now 24-14 with 3.5 minutes to go. The Bills will go for the onside kick, and Quinn Crew, who's had maybe the best game of his career, quickly scoops it up. All the Titans have to do now is choose some clock, and they'll look to end the game. 3rd and 7. Handoff for Elijah Bryant, and he will get 3. Quickly tackled by Tremaine Edmonds. 4th and 4. Tennessee could go for a field goal, but they want to end the game now. They are going to go for it. Colochi looks to throw it. Goes short for Bryant. He got it. And that is your ball game. The Titans will take a low-scoring, grinded-out football game by the score of 24-14. Our offense wasn't outstanding. They weren't consistently making big plays, but they did enough to put us in a position to win. And obviously the defense, coming off one of the worst performances I've ever seen from it, is coming off now a great performance today. It's not like we made a bunch of big plays on defense. We didn't force any turnovers. We only had 1 sack, but the defense was very consistent. Our run defense was good. We consistently sent pressure. The linebackers were making plays, and then the secondary was phenomenal. The defense was good head to toe on all 3 levels: the defensive line, the linebackers, and the secondary. Romeo Colochi with a very solid game. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, very consistent as a passer. Well, Josh Allen, yes, he completed 72% of his throws, but he didn't play like Josh Allen. Not a lot of big-time passes. We ran the ball pretty well in the second half. Romeo obviously had some crazy runs. Scotty Pickens and Quinn Crew stood out as receivers, and we're going to need those guys to continue to play well with no Kyle Pitts in the lineup. Shout out R.J. Robinson, 9 tackles, 3 for a loss. Ekueme with the only sack. We did not get any turnovers, while the Bills forced a couple of fumbles and recovered 1 of them. We do have a new injury. It is Kyle Pitts. Thankfully, Alexander Ekueme will be good for next week, but Kyle Pitts is going to be out for 4 weeks. He's really only going to miss 2 more games because we have to simulate, and we have the bye week. So here are the scores from Week 6. We kind of already saw them, other than the Monday night game, which the Rams ended up beating the Bucs. As for your players of the week, Ezekiel Elliott, Rashad Fenton, Jordan Hicks, and well-known woman respecter, Deshaun Watson. So that'll bring us into the bye week now. We're 3-3, and I'm not really sure what we should do at the trade deadline. We're not in first place of the division, but we're only 1 game behind the Jaguars. So I think we're going to do some self-scouting. We're going to try to figure out what this team needs going into the deadline. Should we buy? Should we sell? If we do buy, what should we look to add? If we sell, who should we sell? So we'll simulate through Week 7 now, and here are the scores around the NFL through Week 7. Obviously our bye week, so we did not have a game. The Jaguars won, so they are now a game and a half ahead of us in the division, while the Colts lost, so we are now a half game ahead of them. Players of the week: Lamar Jackson, Arthur Balthazar, Eric Kendricks, and Garrett Pace. The former Titans quarterback is starting over Malik Willis in New Orleans now. It's so funny how that has gone full circle. In Season 2, Garrett Pace replaced Malik Willis because of injury, and now the Saints have started all of their quarterbacks. They've given Jameis Winston starts, Malik Willis has started games, Garrett Pace has started games, but maybe they found something in Pace. It would be really funny if he becomes a franchise quarterback now instead of Malik Willis. The irony there is crazy. So that'll wrap up the episode. Again, I know it was a shorter one, but still a nice win here against the Buffalo Bills. Next episode, we've got the trade deadline, and then we've got Week 8 against the 2-5 Denver Broncos. Broncos country, let's ride. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out. Tighten up.